Hi and welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and I'm gonna kit up the duck. So I did an unboxing of this cute little duck. Let me just roll him up the other way. Look at him. See? He's excited. He's excited for this video. That's what he is. This is from Diamond Art Studio UK Limited. This is one of their new licensed artworks. So this is Splatterworks by Catherine Williams. And yes, I've decided I am going to kit him up. I don't know how much I'm going to get to work on him, but there's definitely a video I want to do about the beginning of working on him. But also, yeah, I'm rather excited to give it a go. So I'm doing it. So what I have done is ignore the things that say DMC. These were printed out for us to manage our stock and create little labels, and these are what were left over. So I have done a symbol chart with the specific symbol in purple, and then I have put the DMC number underneath. I've done them on the yellow diamonds because it's a yellow duck. And I'm going to use this storage from Star Raw. Now, the reason for this is it does only have 15 different colours, this painting. And as you can see by the diamonds, there is quite a few of them there is a lot of. But my thought is if I can get at least one bag into the storage, then that's fine for me. So I went for these because they're compact, but they do hold quite a bit, quite a few diamonds. Now, I don't know whether they will hold a full bag. If they don't, they don't. But I'm hoping that they hold a nice chunk of them, and then I will just top them up. So I think I've every time I put these down, I put the smaller ones above the bigger ones. So I'm going to label them up in the same way because, of course, 15 divided by 2 does not give you an even number. And we don't do a 0.5 in storage trays. I definitely don't want to do a 0.5. It would just involve me splitting diamonds into 2 different containers. So I'm labelling these up with the square stickers that we sell in the shop. We just edited one of the sheets of multi stickers to add the letters DMC, but that was purely for the shop storage. It is not in the ones that are sent out. So let me get all these little stickers on, and then it should be quite a quick kitting up, I'm thinking. Ooh, noisy. Let's start with all of these colours first, and then I'll deal with the white. Now, I think there are a few that are doubled. Yes, so 3854, for example, is in 2 separate bags. They do have the same weight on them. There's just 2 of them. So let's see if one of the bags will fit in completely or not. Oh, it's close. It's close. So they do fit quite a decent amount in these storage, really, but that has sort of got to its maximum, and that is 13.13, and I'm guessing that's in grams. But what I'm going to do for the ones that are left, maybe not so much for the white because there is a lot, I'm not going to tip them out from the bags, but I am going to put them inside these bags, and the reason for that is that I can put these onto a book ring. Now I need to do it so I can still see what number it is, But I'm going to fit them in like that because I don't see the point in using a sticker to write a DMC number that is already on this baggie. But I do want to be able to pop them on a book ring, and then I can put them on my little Raskog cart that goes next to me, my little mini IKEA cart. Sorry, it's not called a Raskog. My mini IKEA cart that goes next to me while I'm diamond painting. We have got a little bit of static with this number, 3823. Little bit of jumpiness, but they'll calm down when they're in the pot. And there's only a few that are trying to stay in the bag. And I just have to force them out. Oh, that's actually a piece of rubbish. So that little piece can stay in there, but that one can go in there. It's non-stuck behind the label. There's just one little piece of rubbish. So that's classed as a bag done. What's next? 3766. Oh, so it does look like it's going in numerical order. We do have a little bit of static with these as well. It seems as though the less diamonds, the more static. But that could be the packing, the shipping, and all that movement has caused static. I don't know. But they are coming out. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. And it's very hard to prevent, I think. Okay, get in. So when I am actually diamond painting, I don't find that static causes too much of a problem. I find it's more of a problem when I'm kitting up or kitting down. It just takes a little bit more time, to be honest. There we go. So that's that one. So what's next? 3711. Now this one says it is 16.05 grams. So I don't think these are all going to fit. And there is static in these as well. Okay, so while there is static and they are jumping about, I am going to stop it there. I still need to get some dryer sheets. If I did have some in, I would potentially put some dryer sheets either in this storage and in this baggie to sort of prevent it from jumping about. But if I get some, well, I'll probably pick some up at some point, and what I'll do is I'll just add them in then. Okay, this looks like we've got a lot of it. So it's 945. We have 3 bags and they all weigh over the 19, which means they're not all going to fit in, but will they fit in here? The bags fit in width wise, it's just they are so full of diamonds it takes a bit of squashing down. But we know we're not going to need that one or this one. So if I get those two straight away into these bags, squash them down and then pull it up so that I can see the label and know what number it is. And then I'll still need another one, but let's get a few into here. Don't seem to have static with this one. That's always good. I'm not going to try and squeeze the whole bag in because I know it's not going to happen. But say this is quite a big diamond painting, so I don't mind that, you know, I'll have to fill it up every now and then. It's not such a chore. Okay, next 817. There's only 2.85 of this, so I think they'll all fit. I've got no static issues with that one either. They're all in. So this must be 782. It's kind of nice when they're all in order. Makes kitting up much easier. just working down the numbers. Okay, so that's all apart from the white, which I will do in a moment. So this one must be 743. So this is yellow. Now this is 15.23. So again, I don't think I'm going to fit them all in. No. So I'll get most of them in. And then another bag. Oh, I've just realised I've got a diamond floating about. I think it's one of those. Decided to jump onto my cover sheet. I don't know what symbol, well I do know what symbol you are, but you don't go around there. Okay, 743. I'm actually wondering if I can squeeze these two together, because this bag is not very full at all. And I've just noticed there's another diamond floating about. I'm making a mess today. Okay, so I've managed to get the other bag of 743 together. So that one, it's not that colour. It's not that colour either. So it might actually be from one of these bags. Oh, that or I can't quite read, so I'm going to get rid of it because I can't quite tell very easily what colour it is. So pick your battles, and that's not one of them. This one also has 19 grams, so there's going to be some left over. Still think for this size painting I'm not doing too bad with extras. Squeeze the air out of that bag so I can get it into one of these. And it is, of course, going to have a lot of yellow, orange, all those sorts of colours. 741. Again, this bag, this is saying it's got 16. And the first bag we managed to squeeze in was 13. So I'm not going to try. If it weighs more than 13, I'm not even going to try and get them all in, because I'll make even more of a mess. And that's not the game I fancy playing. Okay, 720, 7.05. That'll fit. So the diamonds for this one are of course done by weight. So you do sort of have to trust the process a little bit. 310. Look at the amount of 310. That's my kind of 310. And I don't actually need that until I get right up to his eyes. And then 301. Looks like we have static with this one, so let's see if we can corral most of them. We were nearly done with the static, but no, this is probably the worst one of them all. Maybe it is colour 301 actually, that was the one I threw away before. Trying to get hold of them on my fingers and then move them into the pot. Trying to dull down the static rather than tipping them into a plastic tray. Okay, I've done a big sort of breath into the bag as well, see if that helps. Ish. Oh, it has actually, it's helped. Help me get the last out the bag. Oh, I thought that one hadn't gone in. Okay, we're done. So that is all the colours in. Now I do have a whole load of 3865. And these have 23 gram, well 23 0.53 grams per bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, of course, fill up that one, but rather than add a whole host more book rings, because this is, you know, this does have a lot of white, what I'm just going to grab, in fact that might not be big enough, is I'm going to grab one of my little zip wallets that I like to store diamonds in before I do a diamond painting. And I'm going to put all the 3865 in here. But what I might do is the one that I've already opened. Let me just grab another one of these. I'll put that in there. So the bag that I've already opened up to put probably just over half in the pot, I'll put that one on this book ring. So this will be my first go-to off the side of my cart when I need to top up the painting. But once I've used the 3865, this I will just have sat in my cart, but in sort of the furthest point away from where I sit. When I'm sat on the couch, I'll put that at the back side of it, and I'll hang that off to the side that I can access. So I'll fill up as and when. Normally what I do is, if I get one of these pots, probably not the 3865, but definitely one of the others that runs out, I'll go through and fill up all of them. The 3865, I think I'm going to run out before I need to even think about filling up any of these. So pop those on my cart. And then the last thing I need to do is prep my canvas, which with one of these is fairly easy. So this is a poured glue and a clear cover. But I kind of don't like the clear cover. Not working on it, because what I find myself doing is chasing diamonds up the painting. I much prefer to work in a little bit more structure. So I'm going to cover these over with my cover paper, which the size that I like to use is roughly 3 inches by 2 inches, roughly. It's actually 7.5 centimetres by, I think it's 6 centimetres. No, can't be, must be 5. But I actually get 6 of them across quite nicely, which is good. Little bit of overlapping. I'm not too worried about how it's lining up with the actual grids underneath, because I tend to mess about with that a little bit when I'm actually working on the painting. And that's all I use for a large painting, is I use 2 rows. And what I do is I then pull back the front cover, but then I get a pair of scissors, not fussed about how straight the line is, but I tend to go sort of 1/3 of the way down this sheet, and I trim. You get the scissors at the right angle, they just glide, and then I get rid of that. So what I've got is I've got a piece of cover sheet that is the only thing that's on the painting, and then this bit is sort of like a little flap. You can cut it closer, but I go for the easy option. And when I'm actually working on the painting, so when this is on my easel, clipped on my easel, what I'll do is I'll peel that back, I'll take this sheet off and I'll move it up, and then I'll pull that back down, and I'll work on this section here, and then when I move on to the next section I'll do the same. I'll tuck it up here. Once I've finished the whole row, so therefore I've got another whole row of cover sheets, I'll trim this paper down again. so that I'm ready to work on the next row. That's how I work it. What I do also do is if I find I'm not quite straight for the line, so I can't quite get the diamonds on there, is I'll neaten this up before I start the section. So I've got a nice row there, and I'll do that bit. And then I'll move along. Sometimes I'll take 2 off if I know I'm going to be doing a big diamond painting session. But quite often I just do 1 section at a time, especially when it's this much white as well. What I may do is I'll do all the white in this section, and then if I am going to be diamond painting for another hour or 2 that evening or a bit longer, then I'll pull this section off and do all the white, and then just before I finish I'll fill in all the little gaps. I vary it up every time I do it. It depends on my mood, more often than not. But varying it up makes it a bit more fun, makes it a bit more different. Now, do I have any more pipe lagging rolls? I don't think I do. I think I may need a trip to B&Q. I do. So quite often what I also do, if I can find one that I've already done it to, and I can't get hold of it properly, but quite often what I'll do is I'll roll this diamond painting on a piece of pipe lagging, just to help it keep its shape, and this will sit down the back of my easel while I'm working on the bottom. And then when I've done this, I will roll this outwards. So if you've got diamonds on it, always roll it outwards. But it doesn't matter when you're first working on the painting, especially when it's poured glue. So I will have this section rolled up, but then when this gets to the point that it's getting too long, I'll roll it up on itself. I do have a video on working with a large diamond painting, and I do show you how I roll it, and I actually tuck it under my easel that I use to diamond paint on. It just sits there. But I'll have to get some more pipe lagging, because I do prefer to use that, especially when it's got diamonds on it, because basically it's just a funnel of, I'm trying to see if I've got some handy. So my Minions painting, which is my large painting, which is here, does have it inside. So it's this grey stuff. You can use a pool noodle, but to be honest they're too big for me. So I use this pipe lagging from B&Q, and it just stops the diamonds squishing on themselves. And that's the other large painting I currently have out, is the Minions one as well. So I'm working on a few different ones. Probably stretch myself too thin, but sometimes you've just got to kit up a painting that you're excited about now, don't you? So that's what I've done. I've kitted it up because I want to start working on the duck, albeit very slowly. So I'm going to pop these away in my cart. I'm going to pop those hanging off my cart, and hopefully I'll be able to get at least a square of my duck done soon. But thank you to everybody for saying do the duck. There is some awesome duck names as well. There was quite a few different names. Charlie did sort of pop into my head originally. Not a male or a female version of the name Charlie, but the name Charlie did. But I do also like Mr. Quackers. Mr. Quackers was a fun name, so maybe he's a Mr. Charlie Quackers. Anyway, you name him what you want to name him. Even if it is my diamond painting, I'm happy with that. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.